We've just had another interest rate reduction. It's not going to have the massive effect that media would have. I believe very strongly that real estate is local, really local.
I used to read some articles in the Sydney Morning Herald, and every other day there was a different take of what was going to happen with the market. One day say, well, the market's falling, and another day it's going to take off. And I was like, well, they need to make up their mind as to what direction we are heading in, really.
There are no experts on real estate amongst them. They're just journalists who have been given the job to write about real estate, and they're mostly recycling press releases from people with a vested interest in the message. There's no Australian property market. If there was, we'd pretty much have the same thing happening everywhere in the country in terms of what's happening with prices, and we don't. Quite clearly we don't. My mantra for people generally is never ever sell. A humble house that I paid $50,000 for, the land alone today would be worth well over $1 million. I thought I was a genius because I'd had such great growth, but imagine how much greater my wealth today would be if I still owned it. That was the lesson that I wish I knew then that I know now. A growing economy, creating jobs, infrastructure being created, that creates economic activity and employment, and from that comes demand for real estate. Invest in information and invest in good advice. What distinguishes the successful ones, the ones that have substantial portfolios, from the majority who just have maybe one property or two, the successful ones invest in good advice and good information. I urge anyone who wants to be successful with property investment to just tune out all that white noise, ignore it, do real research, and tap into real advice.